Hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao, Namaste. Peace to all. This is Soulology, the science of the soul. Have you ever thought to yourself about maybe your parents or maybe a relationship you're in, and you usually say to that person, I love you, and they possibly say, give or take where you're at in life, I love you back. Have you ever noticed kind of in relationships and as families, we treat our love kind of like a business? Many family members will tell you, many relationships that you're in will tell you that they love you, or they love you unconditionally. But our actions show that we love unconditionally with conditions. One of our biggest illusions in today's society is the illusion of conditionality. Believing that there are conditions to the world and loving a person, and we treat it so much so as though that's all there is. We don't think it's like that, and we'll definitely deny it. I even have to admit, at some point, even I denied it when I was younger. But as I was growing up and learning more about who I was as a person, I learned truly what love is. And I discussed it in one of my videos, and I will leave a link to that video in the description. But love is freedom, and its full essence in kindness and care, and its genuineness. Love is unconditional. When I was learning those things, instead of just doing loving things, just be love. When you learn that about yourself, you break the habit of what happens in this world. The thing that most people don't understand is that society usually is the ones who tell you how love is supposed to be. Our marriages alone prove of how difficult it truly is loving someone with conditions. When we get past the illusions, whether it be marriage or conditional love, when we're more willing to be love and think about it for a sec about what love truly is within who you are as a person. How would you act if you were being loving or unconditionally loving, better yet? Take the time to even just get a pen or pencil and think of what unconditional love it truly is. And if you're trying to change that within your own relationship, then instead of doing those things, just be it. When you are being that love within yourself, you don't feel pain from other things that happen in your life. For me personally, in my experience, I've gone through so many relationships and so many difficulties, and what I thought was hurt. As a soul, you truly don't feel hurt. And when you understand your soul fully, because pain doesn't really exist. It exists in the relative of where we live right now. In the absolute, none of that exists. When you understand your soul fully about who you are as a person and understanding that, you don't feel any more pain. Sure, there's plenty of issues I deal with, or drama you would say, but I don't see it as drama due to being my peace, being my love. within myself. I don't feel pain the way most people feel. Physically, if I feel pain, I take it as pain. But what you see in front of you from others who give you a certain meaning of what you consider as pain, you will realize it as an illusion through the illusion of conditionality. When you understand that clearly, whatever pain you felt within yourself will no longer feel the same anymore, and you'll outgrow it. Knowing you can be the love within yourself in that change. And what it takes is realizing that what society says has nothing to truly do with what love is. No matter who tells you what love is, you have to look within yourself and realize truly what love is. It could be simply giving some poor guy on the street a few dollars. It could be simply doing that one small thing that person loves. It could be complimenting someone who doesn't have the encouragement to feel good about themselves. And understanding that about people. When you feel that within yourself, instead of being frustrated with what you don't get or what you do get or whatever it is, when you have compassion in your heart for everyone because everyone is one, and you see that within yourself, though it might be foreign to other people, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to look at you crazy like, why are you not doing what everybody else is doing? But you are truly being your love. No matter what happens, when you do that, you have fuller control over the world within. People will tell you something you should do, something you shouldn't do, but if you don't have that type of love, or is that love is not your value of unconditional love, you will not listen to those people. I've had those experiences with several people who want me to do one thing, but because of who I am unconditionally, if it's not to the height of who I truly am as a person, then it's not something I'm going to do. It doesn't serve me. Growing what serves you and growing your unconditional love is what's going to evolve you to that height. Meditating on top of that and taking the time to go out into nature, be by yourself, somewhere quiet, is what's going to help you in growing the love within yourself in order to love another. What you give to yourself, or better yet, what you give to others, you give to yourself. And I say that constantly because it's a true science to it. That what you rotate to another person, you see within yourself. If you give love to others, you're going to give that love back to yourself, knowing you have a lot of love within yourself and a lot of love to give. And take time, whether it means writing it on a paper, going in the mirror, a little smile, talking to people about the smallest things, their problems, and getting to know people. When you do that, you show more love within yourself than anything. When you compliment yourself, you show more love than anything. Some people might think, that's very egotistical. It's not. To love yourself is vitally important in growing and loving someone else the way you desire truly within yourself. And just knowing the God, the goddess, and the creator within you. And to know thyself is to know the creator within. So to everybody out there, have a good morning. Have a great afternoon. And a fantastic evening. Namaste.